Oi pessoal, tudo bem? Aqui é a Luciana da Street Smart Brazil. I was listening to a couple of old CDs that a friend lent me, and it occurred to me how rare it is these days to borrow CDs. Well, not so long ago, borrowing and lending music was a common practice, but now everything is on the cloud, it's on our phones, in our computers, and that interaction of lending and borrowing music is mostly gone. Well, luckily we can still lend and borrow books, even the digital ones. So I'm gonna put a link to my book. It's available in paperback and in the Kindle version. And I'm gonna put a link in the video description. It's a book about colloquial expressions in Portuguese. So you can buy on your Kindle and lend to your friends. Okay, but today what I want to show you is how to say to borrow and to lend in Portuguese. Especially to borrow is very different in Portuguese and in English. To lend is emprestar. Emprestar. Emprestar is a regular verb. I feel that in English it's more common to ask if we can borrow something. Like, can I borrow your car? Can I borrow some money? But in Portuguese it's very common to ask if the other person will lend us something. So to lend something to someone is emprestar algo. Algo means something. A alguém. So this to someone, the preposition in Portuguese will be a. Emprestar algo a alguém. Now, depending on how I phrase my sentence, I can have other structures. I can have me emprestar, to lend me something, or te emprestar, to lend you something. So these are, I think, the most common forms, and I will give you examples using these two forms and the one I showed you before, emprestar a alguém. All the examples are on the blog post with their translations, and the link to the blog post is in the video description. Pai, me empresta o carro? Also notice how I put me empresta together because, ends in E, starts in E. Me empresta. Again, pai, me empresta o carro? Pai, me empresta o carro? Emprestei alguns livros ao Cláudio. Espero que ele devolva os meus livros. Emprestei alguns livros ao Cláudio. Espero que ele devolva os meus livros. Que frio! Você pode me emprestar um casaco? Que frio! Você pode me emprestar um casaco? Claro! Vou te emprestar um cachecol também. Claro! Vou te emprestar um cachecol também. Wonderful. So now let's see to borrow. And we can say pegar emprestado, or we can say tomar emprestado. So it's not just the verb, right? Because what we're saying here is to get borrowed. That's basically what we're saying. So pegar and tomar are both regular verbs. To borrow something from someone is pegar algo emprestado de alguém, from someone de alguém. Now, how about this emprestado? Emprestado is the past participle of the verb emprestar, so it needs to agree in gender and in number with the borrowed object. I will show you this in the examples that follow. Vou pegar o carro do meu pai emprestado amanhã. Vou pegar o carro do meu pai emprestado amanhã. So I'm talking about carro, masculine, singular noun. So I'm saying emprestado. Peguei alguns livros emprestados da Ana. Peguei alguns livros emprestados da Ana. So here I'm talking about books, livros, masculine plural. So I'm saying emprestados. Posso pegar a sua bicicleta emprestada? Posso pegar a sua bicicleta emprestada? So bicicleta is feminine, emprestada, feminine. Now there's also pedir emprestado. Pedir emprestado, which means to ask to borrow something. Here's an example. O João me pediu dinheiro emprestado e nunca pagou. O João me pediu dinheiro emprestado e nunca pagou. If you're looking for a great way to speak Portuguese, and I mean to really speak the language, to speak with confidence, to develop your listening skills, to know up-to-date colloquial vocabulary, give us a try. We are a team of teachers from Brazil, but we don't teach just because we're native speakers of the language. We are well trained to teach, we love doing it, and you can visit our website, streetsmartbrazil.com, and check out our testimonials, see what our clients are saying about learning with us. So give us a try. You can book a trial lesson. It's a no-pressure way to see how our lessons via Skype work. Muito obrigada. Tchau, tchau.